forums a thread about a car called Olga, which Euro-Rover, Win, has been very heavily involved in, getting his hands very greasy. And I'd like you all to gather around it if you wouldn't mind, if you've got just 2 minutes. It's the car just over here by the flagpole, which is covered. And Win will reveal all in the next couple of minutes. So come and join us if you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
Sadly, last October, I lost a very good friend of mine. Jeff lost a wife, and 2 days before she passed away suddenly, I promised her I would do a car for her birthday. Unfortunately, the car got stolen off the drive on Tuesday. Yeah. And things went from bad to worse. So I'm not going to keep on. Would you like to come here a minute, Jeff? Now, unfortunately, Dan stole the car.
You were the pikey.
Yeah, he was the pikey, as you so-called put there on eBay. The police were involved, everybody with it.
So that's why these two other people have disappeared off the face of the earth.
Oh, everybody's disappeared, apart from your car. Engine fully rebuilt, running, all the panel work repainted, all painted, MOT'd, ready to go.
Oh, wonderful.
All in black and white, DVDs done, the lot.
What a wonderful surprise. Really.
Not what you could say, is there? Oh. So, would you like the key back?
Alright. How did you get that? You knew where it was.
Well, when you're running on like a headless chicken, you're just looking for bits of me, I just swipe the key.
You better see if it goes.
Yes. Isn't that nice? I've had it over there to send that surprise.
Like I said, we done the best we could in the time I had.
Is that supposed to be an excuse?
It is, because the old front end was a different colour.
You drove this.
And we had to spray it in the garage, so none of us are professional at this. Everybody took it on voluntary, took days off work. People drove from Somerset to help out everything. People who ever done anything before were all hands on deck.
Well done, well done. When are you doing the next one?
That's it, I'm retiring.
Well, what can you say?
Put this on your machine.
Yeah, it's running fine.
You better get in yours because I'm going to bloody chase you now. Thank you. Wait. Whoever has helped on this.
Sorry for the stress.
Stress!
Oh, and by the way, it's not navy blue, it's metallic.
Whoever has helped, connived. Thank you truly from the bottom of my heart. The first ever Rover I had nearly caused a divorce. Truth really. When I turned up with it, because of him, I am not getting in that granddad's car. Just the drive she went in. It's a nice car, isn't it? And the rest, as they say, is history. Oh, sweet.
thanks very much, everybody, for coming. On this really nice day, I was expecting sleet, snow, and all sorts of things from deepest, darkest Wales, but it's a beautiful day. I've got my attack dog with me just in case. So this is the 14th national meet, and Paul will sort of tell us a bit more about sort of the meet side of things. But I thought I would sort of talk a bit about the club in general. I won't bore you; it's very short. I should say for this meet there are 54 cars on the list and 47 turned up on the day, which is pretty good. And a special mention to sort of Blue John for a 367-mile trip. That's the round trip will be over 700, so that's the furthest travel to this meet. Right, so in terms of the club, we're doing quite well. The total number of posts is 27,000. That's not right. It's millions, isn't it?
No, this is in the last month.
Oh, that's better. In the last month, because we've got I don't know how many million posts. So it's 27,000 posts in the last month.
That's for the last month.
And created almost 3,000 new threads, and the membership has increased by 383. And so that brings the number of active users, and that's not the number of registered users, but active users to 2,700 users. So these are users who are regularly logging on and being involved. So that's a very good number. I think the number of registered users is in the tens of thousands. We've got a few extra things to add to the shop. We've got club decals thanks to Sikelsh. I don't know if Paul has shown them around or anything, but we do have the new decals. We've got mugs, and again thanks to Red 5 for that. I don't know where.
Mugs like these.
Thank you very much.
These are for sale today if anyone wants to get a mug, so we'll put in their garage or whatever. Drink cup from, and these are the decals that you may have seen on the site that you can stick on your windows. It's just got the website, the club website on it, so they stick out, they stand out quite nicely. And as I say, these mugs are available if you want to get a mug today. You've got plenty up here. Fresh in. Tora and Saloon decals left and right. Thank you.
Okay. So we've also looking at a few other things like mouse mats and umbrellas. I think umbrellas go down very well, some nice big golf umbrellas. So hopefully we'll be adding those slowly as we go along. And thanks to Brian sort of for posting all of these things out in his time. That's great. We've also got a new section on the club which seems to be working very well, the sort of the Pony Express section. This is a member suggestion. I think it's a good suggestion, so we're sort of helping each other out by moving bits of kit backwards and forwards, which is good. We've also had to do a few changes to the rules, one in particular about selling. We've got this, we've relaxed basically the rules on selling, and this has resulted in an explosion of spare parts for sale. We do have to be a bit careful that we're not abusing, this facility is not being abused, but I think it's going quite well. The selling's going quite good. So basically, the feeling of a community is really growing within the site. We've got, this is quite clearly illustrated in the outpouring of replies when Scouse Eric and Tam or Rotrex passed away. This sort of shows that we're more than a forum, but a club indeed, as we should be. The regional secretary, Rich, gosh, this is the right number, 17865.
Trips off the tongue, that one.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So he's organised a charity meet to raise money for Tam's Hospice and MS Research on the 26th of May. And the club is donating half of the proceeds of any shop items that are sold on that day. Okay. So I think basically as a club we're going from strength to strength, and it's really down to you, the members, for doing that. So I'm really very grateful. Thank you very much. I'll hand over to Paul now to talk a bit about the meets.
Thanks, Christopher. I won't go on for hours and hours on end. I've seen the video that's been posted up from the last National, and I fell asleep, but it was my own speech. So there'll be none of that. All I will say to you is thanks very much for coming. Great turnout. And just to tell you about the next National, then, it will be up in the north. It'll be in Doncaster, in South Yorkshire. We're going to be at the Aero Adventure Museum, South Yorkshire Aircraft Museum. It's in Doncaster, and we'll be there on Sunday the 8th of September, but it will be preceded on the Saturday the 7th by one of the get my words out. One of the non-official spanner meets. So in other words, it's a sort of spanner and family meet. Actros has been involved in these in the past. You can bring your bits and pieces along, get things added to your car, checked out. Hopefully there might be some T4 available. We'll see about that, which will be good. So making it a 2-day event, a weekend event. Get your bits and pieces sorted out on your car, and then if you wanted to stay and camp over, there's a campsite facility there, isn't there? You can do that, or there's plenty of hotels in the area. And then we'll have our national the next day, where we can all look at our nice cars that have been fixed and are looking shiny and gleaming, and hopefully the weather will be like it is today, and will shine on us. It's been great. I'm reliably informed there will be a barbecue on the Saturday night. You can tell that that Brian here has had a hand in this. And so has Andy, actually. Andy Willie, if you should be watching this video. There we are. Hello, Andy. Thank you very much for all your help as well on that. So there we are. That is in September. Then spooling forward a little bit. Going backwards. Pride of Longbridge is the next event that the club will be involved with. It's a fantastic event. That comes up in April. That's on the 13th of April. And like last year, we've got a section set out for us. And at last count, when I looked, we've got 115 cars coming, which is absolutely fantastic. It beats last year. And the list keeps growing every day. So that's a really good event. It's not run by us, but we are invited guests along with other car clubs. And certainly last year we did the Mark proud. So it's well worth coming along. Huge, great big event. Loads of different cars there. So that's Saturday the 13th of April. Now spooling ahead to next year's first national, we will do what we did last year, which is to hold it the day after the Pride of Longbridge 2014, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So we've got one in September, and then next year ours will be on the Sunday after the Pride of Longbridge for next year. So again, that can be a 2-day weekend event, and it will be in the Midlands area. It'll be somewhere near Pride of Longbridge. We haven't confirmed a site yet, but it seemed to work very well last year, so that's the plan. Derek's very happy. You're happy about that, Derek?
Very happy indeed.
Well, if Derek's happy, then I'm happy. I can't ask for more, can you really? Margin, I have to say, the winner is registration JC53MRC, which is Vindaloo for his Sea Frost blue car. Well done to you.